They're designed to help you go further and know, like, so that people can understand, know, like, and trust you. And for me, I say it's know, like, trust, and remember you, right? Because all the other stuff, and we help you figure out who your right fit client is, your right fit partners, and stuff like that.
Welcome to Unstoppable Podcast with Harry Sardinas, inspiring conversations with influential millionaires, investors, thought leaders, entrepreneurs who are making a massive difference with their innovative products and services, and sharing the challenges and wisdom of how they sold their first million.
How would you like to achieve your first million? And today we have Martin Salama, which is the founder of Life Coach. So Martin, tell us, what are the 5 steps to make your first million?
Wow. Well, Harry, let's just jump right in there, huh? Okay.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that's a great question. And it's nice to be here. Thank you for having me on your show.
Pleasure.
Before we even get into that, let's say thank you for that. So for me, I put together a program just recently where I help coaches and consultants and entrepreneurs get to 7 figures or $1 million within 2 years or less.
Wow, right? That's brilliant.
Right. And I guarantee it. How's that?
Amazing.
So I put together 5 stages. So the first step for me is Ignite. In stage 1, we help by starting you assess where you are currently in your business and in your life. And we give them this assessment for them to help them figure out exactly where they are. And based on the results, we design a more profit and more life roadmap so that we can have a clear success of wealth and creation before they go forward, right? So at the end of stage 1, you get a prize. We put prizes and finish lines. So the finish line is you complete your abundant life assessment and you have the roadmap that we put out. And the prize is really an emotional thing. You have a clear vision of what life and what living a life of abundant life would be and what it would look like to get to 7 figures in business. All right. How's that for stage 1?
Amazing.
All right, cool. So stage 2, we call Unleash. We help you focus on creating a high impact, high ticket program for your ideal client. Right. So at the end of this, you have it generate. We work it out. We show you how to get through everything so that you can get some quick wins, so that I can even help you get to $50,000 in sales with that new high ticket offer. And you're feeling good about where you're going and you're feeling good about what you're putting together, right? So that's stage 2. Stage 3 is called Catapult. We help you implement 3 to 5 efficient, scalable systems so that you can delegate routine tasks to your team while you focus on strategic decision-making and long-term planning. So we had designed for you a workshop comprising an opt-in page, purchase page for workshop, all those things. They're designed to help you go further and know, like, so that people can understand, know, like, and trust you. And for me, I say it's know, like, trust, and remember you, right? Because all the other stuff, and we help you figure out who your right fit client is, your right fit partners, and stuff like that. So that's stage 3. Okay. Stage 4, we call Empower. We help you extract your genius. We help you implement some lead strategies, 3 to 5 lead strategies to consistently fill your workshop. And we introduce key strategies for your business and your life, right? And really what we're doing here is we're helping you become scalable. Because when your business, you want to have the right people in the right roles, what we call systems champions, in place so that you can have all your major business systems like you've got generated and help you move forward so that you can take what you're doing, this high ticket offer, and make it work. And you're focusing on what you should do, not on the stuff that you shouldn't be doing, but need to be done anyway, right? Mm-hmm. And then the last one we call Scale. We teach you how to scale your business into a multi-million-dollar, 7-figure, multi-7-figure enterprise. And now that your business is expanding, we'll help you ready to grow, thriving enterprise and all that. And then we also, at that point, help you get into a mastermind with other like-minded people, not a coaching session, a true Napoleon Hill style mastermind where you have other people, like-minded thinking people that are there to help you do it so far. How's that sound?
Fantastic. That's fantastic. And so Martin, let's dive into your step number 1, which I think is amazing because a lot of people talk about how to deal with failure, but nobody talk about how to deal with success. And sometimes the entrepreneurs, they they don't have clarity that this roadmap is gonna be that you guys gonna help them out to achieve is gonna be a roadmap that actually is gonna put them in the right track to succeed.
Correct.
Yeah, I think that we see a lot of entrepreneurs that they are full of energy, they're full of they're hungry, like Les Brown said. But when you are in the wrong track, in the wrong path, it doesn't matter how fast and how hungry you're gonna do. If the path is not the correct one for you, it's gonna be a lot of resistance there.
Right.
So, what is the advice do you have? Number one, for people out there that they say, well, I have a coaching business, but I don't need any mentor or need any coach. I can figure out all by myself. I always say never be a coach if you don't have a coach. Yeah. So,
Right.
so tell us, Mati, what message do you have for those entrepreneurs that say, look, I can figure out all by myself, and
Right.
I'm gonna beat the 7 figures. The
Yeah.
recent multi-millionaire that I interviewed in this show a while ago asked me a good question. Asked me, Harry, tell me what are the fast point, the fastest way to go from point A to point B. And I told him, look, the fastest way from go to point A to point B is the straight line. And this serial entrepreneur, yeah, with a lot of experience, told me, Harry, no. The fastest way to go to point point A to point B is the path with less resistance. Think about the river, he told me. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this sounds very it's very profound what he shared with me that day. Because as entrepreneurs, if we are able to identify the right roadmap and the right path with less resistance, we can achieve faster to our final goal.
100%.
But a lot
Yeah.
of entrepreneurs out there, they say, I don't need any coach, I don't need any mentor. I'm gonna do it by trial and error, which in my experience, because I've been there and done it, is really expensive. And so
Yes,
you
it
try
is.
and try and like I
Yes, it
always
is.
say, how many times you're gonna see a fly go through the window. A lot of
Right.
people say, don't give up, don't give up. Yeah, well, if you if you see a fly try to go to pass a glass window, it doesn't matter how many times, don't give up, it's not going to go through. He has to change the approach. He had to
Exactly right.
find the right strategy. So what message do you have for these entrepreneurs, Martin?
So the first message I have is something that I say very often. You can go alone, but you can't grow alone. For you to
Absolutely.
grow, you've got to know that you have to surround yourself with the people who can give you the things that either you don't have time for or you don't know how to do. For example, I'm sure you've heard of the great Robert Kiyosaki,
Absolutely, yeah.
Rich Dad, Poor Dad. So Robert Kiyosaki says, I want to be the dumbest guy in my business. I want to surround myself with the people that know the things that I don't need to know. So I say it like this: that people that know how work with and for the people that know why. Right? That's not taking away from the people that know how, because they have their own why. Right? And they have their team and whatever. So that's where I say you can't do this alone. And you need to have coaches, especially in today. Today, it's become a thing where most CEOs, you talk to them, they've got coaches.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Or
They
the
get it.
successful
They
one,
understand
more
that
than one.
more than one. Right. They understand that if they just keep it all on themselves to build it onto their shoulders, they're not going to get anywhere. So now to the other point about keep on hitting the wall, hitting like the fly, hitting the window. That was me. That was me
Me
for
too.
many years.
Welcome to the club.
Right, exactly. And I
I'm telling
spent
you
a
from my own
lot of
experience.
money going into these coaching programs where they promised me the moon. They said, oh, it's done for you, it's done with you. But you know what I found, Harry? They were really done to you programs. Right? And I would go there and I would get into these courses and I would do everything I was supposed to do, and it wasn't working because there were things I didn't understand and things that they said, okay, well, that's on you. Go figure it out. And it wasn't a done for you or done with you. So when I built my program, I said, I got to make sure that I address the elephant in the room, because I've been there and I've had that elephant in the room and I've been burned. It felt like it was, we have a saying here in America called bait and switch, right?
Yeah.
Get me in and then, okay, it's really not everything. So when I built my program that I help coaches and consultants and entrepreneurs get to 7 figures within 2 years guaranteed.
Guarantee. I love that. That's really powerful.
So let me tell you how I do that.
Tell us. We're looking forward to hear.
So most of these people that I was getting into, they were coaching me on information. Right? Now, would you rather be coached on information or on results?
Oh, exactly. Or in implementation and results, right?
And
Which
results.
is what really...
So that's how I built my program. Information is very important. You need the information, but it's not the whole picture. So I built my program in a way that says, okay, I'm only going to charge you 12.5% of the total cost of my program, the total investment of my program. Okay? Because cost is negative. Total investment of my program. And then you don't pay me again until you're starting to make money. And when you're making money, it's until you're making enough that it's 2-to-1 return on your investment, where I've given you twice as much as what you're going to pay me. And then we keep going. And then you don't pay me again until you're to a 5-to-1 return on your investment. And the final one doesn't come till you hit $1 million.
Very good. Right. Very good, Martin, because like this, you see, you are so confident about your program that you put in the stake of the line. And I think that this is a way that it works better for the entrepreneurs, because at the end of the day, don't get me wrong, there are a lot of coaches out there that some of them have been multimillionaire for so long that they even forgot how it looks like to have a startup. This is something very common in the industry.
Right.
It's not that they're wealthy. It's not that they're wealthy. They're very wealthy, but last 10-15 years they have been a multimillionaire for so long that
they lose touch with reality. They lose touch with what's going on around them.
How to go to 0 to 1, which is where everybody's failing, and what is the core of any business, coaching business or any business, is to make your product market fit, to find that what would be your unique selling differentiation, your gap that will get you to 0 to 1. Because if you don't go to 0 to 1, you don't have product market fit. If you don't have product market fit, you're not going anywhere. And this, I can give you a lot of information. I can give you hundreds of books. It doesn't work like that. Why I would say, Martin, being an entrepreneur is a skill. The more you practice, the better you become. It's like driving, it's like swimming. Yeah, if I give you a book about swimming or about driving, unless that you start to drive and to swim, you're not going to learn. And if you have a mentor that is swimming next to me, or driving this car next to me, it's going to help me to get the skill there. So I applaud you for designing
thank you.
Very comprehensive
I call it a risk reversal strategy.
I love it because
why? Because the risk is reversed. It's on me to make sure that you do your work. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get there. But if you don't get there, I'm going to, I have 2 other guarantees. One is there's going to be chaos. Things are going to go crazy. And be ready for it.
That's business.
That's business. And 2, here's the other one. If you don't give up on you, I won't give up on you. Absolutely. I'm going to keep coming back. I'm going to keep saying, hey, let's do this. Because 2 reasons. One, the people that get into my business, when they get in, it's not me chasing them saying pitch and pursue. It's they've come to my workshops. They've found me. They've come to they've seen me on a podcast, and they come to me and they say, I'm in if you'll have me. Right? They're coming to me and saying, I love what you're doing here, and I see your authenticity, and I want to be part of it. So it becomes a thing of, I want them to succeed for 2 reasons. One, because I care about them and I want them to succeed, and I believe in what they're doing and they believe in what they're doing. And then 2, the other one is selfish. If they succeed, then I succeed.
Follow us for more interviews with world's most influential, audacious entrepreneurs that overcame challenges and adversity, providing you with the blueprint of how they sold their first million so you can grow your business exponentially.